Hello ladies and gentlemen, today is exciting because it is the reveal of a new series, Rate My Poshmark Closet, where I'll be going through and looking at various Poshmark closets to see what makes a good Poshmark closet and what makes a bad Poshmark closet. Throughout this journey, I'll definitely be using only constructive criticism so that we can all help improve. If you want to be a closet that is featured on one of these episodes, feel free to drop your seller name in the comment section below or contact me on Instagram at Poshmark immortalthreads. In order to get things started, we'll actually be looking at my own personal closet because I believe that I am my own worst critic, and I feel that I should criticize myself before I go and say anything else about someone else's Poshmark closet. So, with that said, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like and also click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future content or closet analysis. Jumping right into my closet. First off, we're going to look at some things regarding the upper section of the closet, the visual aspects that draw people in. First off, it's really nice that I have a profile pic. Some people, if you don't, you really should get one. I've opted to use a logo for my profile pic because I thought that establishing a brand in tandem with a Poshmark closet would be a good idea. Hence, Immortal Threads was born so that it could be morphed into a brand when I become more successful. If I become more successful. While the profile pic is important, another piece of real estate that should be utilized correctly is the banner photo. As you can see, mine is definitely the wrong size. I used a logo maker and uploaded it directly from there, and it cuts off pretty much half the picture. So, that being said, this is something that I know I have to redo in the future. What I could do with this space is put things that people may not notice right away, like my 15% off for 3 or more items, or the fact that I have a really fast shipping time, or even that I try to specialize in vintage items. I want this space to be used to give a prospective buyer more information so that they're more inclined to purchase an item from me. Or at least that's what I intend to do with this space. Looking away from this top portion and actually into the items, let's start to analyze these. As you can see right away, my pictures are not uniform at all. I have some with this wall background, another wall, these are different walls here, the flooring, the carpeting. I could match this. Another visual aspect too is that my items, there's really no specialty, even though I say I'm specializing in vintage items, which I have a couple. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a total liar. But I definitely don't have a niche market like I say that I do, which is something that I think as I grow I can focus more on. But for now, I choose to have this wide footprint. Looking at the listings titles, I do a pretty decent job of giving a lot of relevant information in the title, as well as using descriptors that make the item sound more appealing. So comfortable crew neck, or wow, I don't do that. Maybe I don't do a great job at that. Comfy and cozy Columbia tan crew necks, men's medium. When I was researching what to do for listing titles, I've basically found that you should put as much info as possible. So that's what I've been trying to do. You can see that in the listings that I put on since gaining more experience, I try to do that more, while my beginning listings don't have that. Clicking into the actual item descriptions, let's use this one, the University of Miami crew neck. The description here says white crew neck sweatshirt from the University of Miami featuring mascot Sebastian the Ibis, yada yada yada. I give a description that gives good information, as well as making it something that can be relatable to the buyer. Something that I could include, which I don't, is actual item measurements. Personally, I find this to be a lot of work and not really worth the return on time, ROT, instead of ROI, because I think that if someone is considering buying something at this point in my life, it's just easier for me to get the measurements if someone asks for them. But I really think people who go above and beyond and put the measurements in the description are awesome, because you are the people that give people a lot of peace of mind when buying something, since they know the exact measurements. but for now, I don't do that. An in-depth review of the photos themselves, they're okay. I try and get the big picture as well as relevant details that may not come through as clearly in the large pictures. Overall, item-wise, I'd say I'm okay. If I had to rate my closet as a overall so far, I'd say I'm about a 5 out of 10. I'm a middle of the road. I'm not your beginner user who has no listings, but I'm also not the Posh Kings and have an awesome closet. Besides the actual listings themselves, I always think it's valuable to have that personal touch with your Poshmark, and that really comes through in the About section, where you have the Meet Your Posher page, and then also the love notes. And these are big because people can see, what you do well. Great, love it, ships really fast. And then also that you're, participating in the community. Because while Poshmark is this awesome shopping platform, it is a very social community where through social interaction you definitely can get rewarded per se by having a bigger following and gaining more exposure through participating in the platform. In this area, people will also see your latest activity time, where this hour shows I'm on the platform often. Average ship time of 1 day, which is really good. People will know that they're getting their items quickly. And also my lack of experience, only being a posher since June 2019. So this is a good area to make sure that you're really keeping up on these metrics so people are confident in buying something from you. For the Meet Your Posher page, I see a lot of people that don't actually change the description, which is discouraging because I put a decent amount of thought into mine, definitely more than 5 minutes. In mine, I give a little introduction to what Immortal Threads is, and then, how I'm utilizing YouTube to document this process through these videos. I even, at the end, throw in my business email, Poshmark Immortal Threads, so people can email me if they have any problems with my closet. But this is overall, who I am, or who I proclaim myself to be on the Poshmark platform, and definitely make sure that you're responding to these, little messages here. Definitely some of them you can see that are just cheesy and just copy paste to your closet, but interacting with these people is important. So this really concludes the tour of my closet. Again, I really rate myself as just a 5 out of 10 on the Poshmark scale, and I have a 10 out of 10 nose itch while making this video, so sorry about that. But I think this is a good baseline for me to compare other people's closets and see not only what I can personally do better, but also what we as sellers can do to make our closets better for all the buyers on the platform and bring more people into Poshmark as a whole. In order to do this, though, I do need participants whose closets you're okay with me analyzing. And those of you who are awesome volunteers, drop your names in the comment section below. Or again, as I said, contact me on Instagram and I will do an analysis of your closet, and then I'll even, shout you out on my Instagram where I have many followers, almost 100. So that'll definitely get you a lot of exposure. For those of you who don't have a Poshmark closet, I definitely recommend you get one, because then you can not only be featured in a future video, but then we'll have more people participating in this unique platform. With that said, this concludes today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so we can gain more exposure for everybody, and also click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos or on any more closet analysis. Who cares? We'll see you next time.